Hello everyone, welcome to A Path to Balance. I'm Evie Eddington. Today I thought I would walk us through some chair stretching. So anyway, let's get started. Put my remote control down. Actually, I better not let that go far. All right, so I'm gonna first start by turning my chair to the side just so you can see what I'm doing a little bit better. We're going to start with some seated cat-cows just to warm up the spine. So here we go. So I'm turning my chair and I just want you to see kind of positioning. My chair has arms on it, armrests, but you may have a chair that doesn't, and that's perfectly fine. We are going to see if we can put both feet on the ground, make that connection to Mother Earth, and also to help support our body weight. And then I come to the edge of my chair. If you are leaning back, maybe you could just lean forward. If you're here, you could just lean forward like this, right? That should work too. Cat-cows, we usually do in hands-knees position. But when we're doing it in a chair, all we need to do is first start with inhaling and pushing the chest through the arms. And I like to lift my chin. It's optional. You don't have to do it. And then as we exhale, let's just go ahead and roll the spine into a C shape, dropping the head down. This is an assisted exhale breath. Inhale, let's push the chest through the arms. And exhale, roll the spine back. Let the air flow out. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Perfect. Let's come back to upright position, spine as straight as possible. And then from here, I'm going to turn the chair. So we're going to go into some side body stretches. So again, I want both feet firmly on the floor so I have my balance. I'm going to take my right hand and just send it behind, send the left arm up and over. And when I say behind, I'm just reaching back and putting my hand on my chair. So this helps me maintain my balance as I lift up and get that nice, lovely arc through my side body here. And then let's come back to center. We're going to do that on the opposite side. So left hand goes behind, right arm goes up and over. I'm opening through that right side body, lifting up. And release, come back to center. And let's do that again, each side. One arm goes back, one arm goes up and over. And release. And last one. Let's switch it up. And perfect. Coming back to center, sitting up nice and tall. You can bring your hands to your knees. Just take a moment here. And sometimes it feels good just to find a little movement, a little breath. All right. From here, let's take some shoulder rolls. So let's take those shoulders up to the ears, roll your shoulders back and down. And let's do that again. Shoulders up to the ears, roll them back and down. And again, shoulders to the ears, roll them back and down. Perfect. Sitting up nice and tall, pull the navel in ever so slightly, tuck the chin in so you find that length through your back body. From here, we're going to send the right arm across the body, and I'm just going to grab my right arm with my left arm and just hug it in, and then just turn and look over that right shoulder. And release. And as we release, I'm going to send both arms out in front. And then I'm going to open my chest as I come through center. Palms up, thumbs to the back wall, that is. And then pull your left arm across, bring your right arm under to pull it in, and then just look over your shoulder. Perfect. Let's take those arms out again. We've got one more big chest stretch as we come through center, opening up, and then release those arms down. Perfect. You can find some movement here. Maybe just sway your body a little bit and just kind of, just let the body settle. And then from here, we're going to interlace the fingers in front. And I'll turn to the side so you can actually see how my back goes. We're interlacing the fingers in the front, and then we're just going to turn the palms over. Then push your palms out, and as you do, kind of tuck your pelvic bone so your spine goes into a C shape. This gives you a nice stretch through the arms, through the top of the back, or upper back, I should say. And your fingers and your wrist, everything just stretching. And then let's release. Bring hands down. You might even need to shake your hands out a little bit. Find that little movement. If that feels good to you, just kind of letting your body flow a little bit, or like you're a leaf in the wind or a tree branch in the wind. And let's do that again. Let's interlace the fingers. We're going to turn the palms over, reaching out, and as we do, we're just going to let the head come down, let that spine just roll into the C shape. Feels so good. And perfect. Let's release. Shake it out a little bit. Find a little movement if that feels good to you. And then from here, we're going to interlace the fingers, but this time we're taking them up overhead. So let's take them up overhead. Oh my goodness. Bringing the bicep muscles as close to your ears as you can. Reaching up, pulling the navel in. And then release. Shake it out. And we've got one more of those. And then let's go ahead and interlace the fingers, reach the arms up over the head, palms to the ceiling, bicep muscles as close to your ears as you can possibly manage. And then release. That feels so good. Yeah. And then from here, we're going to go into some forward folds. So bringing both feet to the ground. So if you are kind of tucked, well, you could probably do it here as well. So anyway, just bringing both feet to the floor. We're going to start with a big inhale. And when I say big inhale, I mean, I want you to get your spine nice and straight, okay? And then from here, we're gonna hinge from the hips. So what does that mean? We're not doing this. We're hinging forward, bringing the belly towards the legs. I like to slide my hands down the fronts of my legs, and then just let your head be heavy. And
that should feel pretty darn good. Stretching all the way from your tailbone to the back of your neck, possibly the top of your neck, where your neck connects to your skull. And then very slowly, let's start to roll up. And as we roll all the way up, maybe bringing those shoulders to the ears, dropping them back and down. Again, just finding your nice tall spine. Perfect. We're going to do single leg stretches now. So what that's going to look like is I'm just going to take my right leg out, pull your toes up, and then we're just going to lean forward onto that front leg. You probably already feel the stretch. I know I do. So I feel it all the way in the back of my leg. So just hang out with it, breathe into it. And release. Let's send your left leg out this time, or the opposite leg. It doesn't really matter which leg it is. We're going to do it both sides anyway. Toes up so you engage that calf and the back of the leg, and then we're leaning forward onto that front knee. If you've got lots of flexibility, you can come down. If you just want to lean a little bit, that's perfect. No pressure to do any one thing. Just all we're doing is just wherever you're at, just finding a little space in the body. And perfect. All right. So next we're going to do seated figure 4. So bring that right ankle up and just cross it over your left knee. Again, check in with your posture, your back. Make sure your back is nice and straight. There's my hand. And then from here, we're just going to lean forward. Perfect. You'll probably feel that stretch through the right hip and glutes. Release. Let's switch it up. Left ankle over left knee, and then let's lean forward. And just reconnecting with your breath. As we pause between stretches or within the stretch, both between and within, we want to keep the breath soft. And perfect. So let's go ahead and lean back. Now this time we're going to do a little hip stretch. So I'm going to go ahead and lean all the way back. So you may want to do that too, just because I need some room on my chair. So this is a little bit tricky, but let's try. And if you can't quite do this today, that's okay. You can just kind of hang out during this stretch, and just we'll be moving to a standing position in just a minute. So just wait for us. Anyway, I'm going to bring my right leg up, and if you have to reach down and grab your right leg, that's cool. Just pull it up so your heel is on the edge of your seat. Now notice I'm leaning back right now. So what I want to do is I want to use the strength of my arms. So I'm going to wrap my arms around my knee, and I'm just going to pull myself forward. And as I pull myself forward, I'm pulling my spine up as well. So you might have to make some minor adjustments with your foot. Maybe you got to move your belly out of the way. Maybe this isn't going to work for you today. I don't know. You just have to figure out where you can be in this posture. This posture compresses into the hip. It strengthens the back body, right? As we pull ourselves forward, I'm using the strength of my arms in order to do that. And so many things are working. And then from here, let's just release it. Boom. And as we do, you'll probably feel all that blood flow through the leg. As we compress into the hip, we sort of cut off a little bit of blood flow. When we release that blood, that fresh oxygenated blood goes shooting back down into the leg and just cleans out all the gunk, right? And then let's bring the left leg up this time, and then we're just gonna hug the leg and pull ourselves into that upright, as straight position as we can manage. Lifting up, tucking the chin, pulling the navel in, just getting nice and tall. Letting the breath be soft and subtle. And then release and let it go. All right. And then from here, let's go ahead and stand up. Okay, so my head might get cut off a little bit throughout this. I tried to move the camera as far back as possible, but yeah, it looks like I've got some headroom there. So anyway, we're gonna start by doing a thigh stretch. So we're gonna reach down and just grab that foot. And once you have your foot, just pull the heel into your bottom and stand up straight. Return to that breath. Let the breath be soft and subtle. The chair's here to help you balance. And then release. Shake it out. Do the shimmy. And then we're gonna reach down, grab that left foot and just pull it in, pull the heel towards the bottom. And release. Perfect. And then you can do the shimmy again. From here, we're gonna just send the one leg back. It doesn't matter which one, we're gonna do both. And we're just gonna go into and just press your heel down for calf stretch. If you want to, you can lean forward a little bit. That might you can kind of stretch your legs out a little bit more, right? That might bring a little, like my calves, I don't really feel too much when my legs are close together, so kind of taking a wider stance is a little bit helpful. So you can be wherever you are in that pose is fine. No pressure to do more, just an option. And then we're gonna come back up. Now from here, I'm gonna take the same leg, I'm gonna take it behind. I'm gonna try to put the heel down. So can you tell that my legs, if I turn this way, my leg, one foot is behind the other. And so we're gonna do that. And then make sure you've got your balance. And then I'm gonna take the same arm, so the leg that's behind, I'm gonna take that arm on the same side and I'm gonna just reach up and over. So if I turn to the front, it looks like this. And then come back to center. Now I'm switching my legs. So I'm doing the opposite leg. I'm going to start with calf stretch. You can lean forward. I'm going to go ahead and lean forward. And release. Let's come forward. Now remember, we're going to take the same leg and we're going to move it behind the other foot, right? So if I turn to the front, it's going to look like this. And then I'm holding the chair here with this. So I would need to bring the opposite arm up and over. If you can release the chair, you can. That's optional. I can. But if you need to hold the chair, just turn. I'm going to turn back to the side. There you go. Perfect. And release. Let's come back to center. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and turn my chair. And you just go ahead and sit. So from here, we're going to do some neck rolls. So getting both feet on the floor again, and maybe just bringing your hands to your knees. Let's go ahead and drop chin to chest. I'm going to roll the right ear, right shoulder. And then just bring your chin back to your chest. Roll left ear, left shoulder. And chin back to chest. Right ear, right shoulder. And again, let's just go over to the left side. And then bring it back to center. We're going to lift the head this time. Look over your left shoulder and then right. Just go left, right, left, right. And then come back to center and smile. May you have a blessed day. Thanks for being here with me today. Bye.